The whole community is begging, please, please get rid of Everest Trading Company. Just get rid of it. Just please, please, for the love of all that is holy, just stop. Just stop with this loot crate crap. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming back to the channel, and today we are going to talk a little bit about Destiny 2 and kind of where the game is. It is, as you know, Bungie. They created, they were a very, very big studio, early 2000s, created Halo series, and they only went from there. They grew from there, and they kind of got, screwed over a little bit with 343 getting that, with the Microsoft Studio controversy and all that whole thing with them and Bungie, and I don't really remember. I was still kind of young. All I knew is that they created Halo. And then they released this, and it just took people away, blew their minds. It was something they had never really seen. And I mean, I have 3,000, 4,000 hours around there in Destiny 1, just Vault of Glass. I mean, Vault of Glass was amazing, and the first 6 months of Destiny 1 were just pure. They didn't, they knew what they had, and they took care of it, and that was absolutely amazing. You gotta praise them for that. But it slowly kind of digressed and started to degrade with kind of after the Taken Kings out for a while. They introduced the Everest Trading Company, and that's when you started noticing, hey, pay to play stuff, armor skins, dancing, certain dances, and certain emotes and stuff like that, and sparrows and whatnot. And it wasn't really a dominant thing in the game, but it was there. You knew it was there, and you knew you could buy silver and spend your real money on it. But you really didn't, because the Taken King was an amazing DLC. I have probably at least 1,500 hours just in the raid alone. I mean, that is one of the funnest pieces of data I've played in my gaming history. I mean, I can't compare it to much. But then, the Rise of Iron was alright. It wasn't bad. I liked the story. I just liked the general essence of what the DLC was, and it was cool with the Siva and explained kind of the Iron Lords and everything, and I loved the lore and all that in Destiny 1 with the Grimoires, and I really liked watching a lot of the YouTubers, a lot of the lore YouTubers. That kind of what got me into YouTube, really, is watching all those lore guys and how they dissected it and kind of went into it, and it was awesome just to watch this world form and this community kind of come into itself. So it sucks to see how Bungie has really let Destiny 2 literally fall from grace, and that is exactly what they did. And I mean, it had a rocky start. After one mission, you got your life back. It was instant. You went through the EDZ, you met Hawthorne, and then she's like, oh, well, you go to this dead zone, find a shard, and it was kind of like, okay, and then the story was, it was good. I mean, you kind of had a purpose, but you got your light back instantly. You kind of had a purpose and everything, but the boss, I mean, he just, I don't know, Gaul just did not do it for me. He didn't really do it for me. And then after I kind of, I got through the game and everybody else kind of noticed it too, all the weapons were just kind of reskins. So like Haka and, Amalon and all that kind of stuff, they were just all reskins. So they kind of, that kind of got to me, and it got to the community a lot, and they noticed that. And even the exotics were extremely lackluster. Like, they had maybe one perk to them, and then I mean, yeah, it was like in Destiny 1, but that was Destiny 1 to Destiny 1. That was new, it was fresh, like, oh cool, an exotic. But Destiny 2, you got an exotic, and it was like, woohoo, I'd rather equip this legendary, because what am I getting from this exotic other than it's yellow and it looks cool? So there was really no end game. What am I fighting for? What am I coming back to this game every single day to work hard for? Like, hey man, I got that exotic. Like, no Time to Explain back in the day. Like, that mission came around like once every 6 weeks, once every 4 weeks. And even if you could beat the mission, you still had to have 3 people to do it. Even if you could get 3 people that were those guardians that could even do it, which was stupid, just like Black Spindle. It was stupid. It was a game. It was a game. It was a world, and it was amazing. And now it's become this this you know, I mean, when you beat Atheon, I don't know how anybody pronounces it. That was a big old thing back in the day. But when you beat them, and when you beat, you know, when you beat Oryx and everything, you got like ridiculous amounts of stuff. You got sometimes an exotic, and like 7 legendary weapons from the raid. And when I was playing, you know, the Leviathan, I got like 2 guns and a piece of armor. Not even throughout the whole thing. And then even from, you know, beating Callus, I got a gun. And yes, granted, it was the auto rifle, and I was shitting my pants, but that's beyond the fact. The fact that I spent like 8.5 hours of my life playing something, and I got 3 weapons. Like, yes, I beat it. I was part of that, like, what, 7% of the world that beat it within that first 2 weeks. But I was pissed because I got nothing for it. I had nothing to show for it other than an emblem, and that was extremely frustrating. And then, you know, it was just kind of like piddle paddle, do whatever we want to do, kind of have fun for a little while. But they started doing the XP throttling, and that was a very, 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 very big no-no. People started noticing, hey, you know, I'm spending hours and hours, and I got 1 level, I got 1, you know, enlightened Ingram, and this is the crap. And Destiny, I mean, Bungie, of course, oh, we're sorry, another blanketed, blanketed excuse and apology, and we'll do better in the future. And then here we go again with, you know, the faction rally exploit, people getting 500 tokens every hour. So, I mean, how could you even compete with your faction? I mean, I was in Future War Cult, and I had a few buddies that were in Future War Cult, and, I mean, we didn't use the exploit, and it's unfair. It makes it impossible for anybody else to want to get that sweet, awesome weapon. And even if you want the other faction, I'm not paying 50 grand for that weapon. That's stupid. Um, just stuff like that, and with the Dawning, and, you know, like locking old content behind you know, the Osiris DLC. And when they had the Dawning come out, you know, most everything from the Dawning event you had to buy. You had to buy the Ingrams and cash it in and hope you got it. It was you couldn't. It was that irritated so many people. And again, another crappy blanketed excuse of why we lied and why we got caught with our hands down our pants. And we are sorry. Please don't stop buying stuff from us. And, you know, I saw a little thing on the battle.net, you know, for on the Blizzard thing that says, we are sorry, our microtransaction or whatever thing is down, and we are doing our best to fix it. And all I can think is, we are doing our best so we can still take your money, because that's all they're really in it for. Is the whole community is begging, please get rid of Everest Trading Company. Just get rid of it. Just please, for the love of all that is holy, just stop. Just stop with this loot crate crap. I mean, just stop. And they won't even do that, because they know they're making millions a month. And it just sucks, because even when they fix something, they really have no communication with their fan base. They just kind of say, this is what we're thinking about doing, and then it's not done until they're like, oh, by the way, we released a patch. Here you go, every Tuesday. So you know, I don't really know how I feel about the state of the game. I mean, they have a lot of backers leaving. They have a lot of major people that are just kind of see you later. Major YouTubers that are just, I'm not making Destiny content anymore. It's not really for me anymore, and I just kind of wanted to make this video and let you guys know that I love Destiny. It sucks that I don't really play it anymore, because, I mean, like I said, where's the end game? What's the point? None of my friends play it anymore. You know, lone wolf. There's no point to keep on going. And as far as fixing the game, I don't know what they can do. They communicate with your audience better. Talk to people, make them feel like they have a say in what's going on, how they're going to fix something, instead of just saying, this is what we think we're going to do, we'll get back to you. Say, hey, these are like 5 or 6 options, which ones do you guys like? And whatever the community votes on, you know, that's democracy. And that makes you feel like you have a voice in the community, and that's exactly what Bungie needs to do. Is they need to make people feel like they matter, like their guardian is a part of this world, and that's what they're lacking. That's what they're missing. Is they're focusing on money, 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 on money. I want money, and they're not focusing on their player base. And I mean, honestly, I'm gonna give this DLC a try. If this DLC is just pay again, you know, then I'm out. I mean, I might come back, you know, July, August, around there, and see how their get it back to Destiny 1 by the end of 2018 is, because I don't believe in them, honestly, and that's just my opinion. You guys might disagree with me, but leave in the comment section how you feel about it, yay or nay. Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down. That's what I'm here for. I am really grateful you guys stuck around and finished the video. As always, take care of yourselves. My name is McGoogles, and it has been a pleasure.